Navigating responsibility: how importer security filing shapes customs brokers' liability. Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we will be discussing a topic of importer security filing shapes customs brokers' liability. Accuracy of data submission. ISF places responsibility on customs brokers to ensure the accuracy and completeness of data submitted, minimizing the risk of errors that could lead to liability issues. Regulatory compliance obligations. Customs brokers are obligated to comply with ISF regulations and requirements, ensuring timely submission of filings and adherence to customs procedures to avoid penalties and legal consequences. Risk mitigation measures. Customs brokers must implement risk mitigation measures to identify and address potential compliance risks associated with ISF filings, safeguarding against liability for non-compliant shipments. Due diligence in document review. Customs brokers are expected to exercise due diligence in reviewing import documentation and ISF filings to identify inaccuracies or inconsistencies that could result in liability issues. Compliance audits and reviews. Customs brokers should conduct regular compliance audits and reviews of ISF filings to assess accuracy, identify areas for improvement, and mitigate potential liability risks associated with non-compliance. Professional liability insurance. Customs brokers may opt to obtain professional liability insurance coverage to protect themselves against potential liability risks arising from errors, omissions, or negligence in ISF filings. Training and certification programs. Participation in training and certification programs specific to ISF and customs compliance enhances customs brokers' knowledge and skills, reducing the likelihood of errors and liability issues. Integration with compliance software. Customs brokers can leverage compliance software solutions to streamline ISF filing processes, improve data accuracy, and mitigate liability risks associated with manual errors or oversights. Client due diligence. Customs brokers should conduct due diligence on their clients to assess their compliance history, financial stability, and risk profile, minimizing exposure to liability risks associated with non-compliant importers. Monitoring regulatory changes. Customs brokers must stay informed about changes in ISF regulations and customs procedures, ensuring timely adaptation to evolving requirements to avoid liability for non-compliance. Documentation of due diligence efforts. Customs brokers should document their due diligence efforts, including client communications, data verification procedures, and compliance audits, to demonstrate proactive risk management and mitigate liability risks. Client representation responsibilities. Customs brokers acting as representatives of importers in ISF filings bear responsibility for the accuracy and completeness of information provided, minimizing liability risks associated with erroneous or incomplete submissions. Escalation procedures for non-compliance. Customs brokers should establish escalation procedures for addressing instances of non-compliance with ISF requirements, including reporting obligations and corrective action plans to mitigate liability risks. Collaboration with legal counsel. Customs brokers may collaborate with legal counsel specializing in customs law to obtain guidance on compliance obligations, risk mitigation strategies, and liability management related to ISF filings. Engagement with industry associations. Participation in industry associations and professional networks provides customs brokers with access to resources, best practices, and peer support for managing ISF-related liability risks effectively. Ethical considerations and professional standards. Customs brokers are expected to adhere to ethical principles and professional standards in their interactions with clients and regulatory authorities, maintaining integrity and accountability in ISF filings to mitigate liability risks. Customer service excellence. Providing exemplary customer service and proactive support to clients in ISF compliance matters builds trust and loyalty, minimizing the likelihood of disputes or liability issues arising from misunderstandings or miscommunications. Continuous improvement culture. Customs brokers should foster a culture of continuous improvement in ISF compliance processes, encouraging feedback, learning from past mistakes, and implementing corrective actions to enhance accuracy and mitigate liability risks. Engagement with regulatory authorities. Customs brokers should establish open communication channels with regulatory authorities, seeking guidance on ISF compliance requirements, reporting obligations, and enforcement priorities to minimize liability risks. Investment in technology and infrastructure. Investment in technology and infrastructure upgrades enables customs brokers to improve efficiency, accuracy, and compliance in ISF filings, reducing the likelihood of errors and liability issues associated with manual processes. Market reputation management. Maintaining a positive market reputation for reliability, competence, and integrity enhances customs brokers' credibility and trustworthiness, minimizing liability risks and attracting quality clients. Importer security filing, ISF, has a profound impact on customs brokers' liability, necessitating diligence, compliance, and risk management efforts to mitigate potential legal and financial consequences. By adopting proactive measures, staying informed about regulatory requirements, and investing in professional development and technology, customs brokers can navigate ISF-related liability challenges effectively and uphold their reputation as trusted partners in international trade. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more informative content on customs brokerage services and international trade practices.